It's interesting in our community that we say that we get paid to work. We don't get paid to perform or paid to be excellent or paid to dominate our industry. We get paid to work. And we've all had the experience where we've worked hard all day and achieved next to nothing. And other days we haven't worked that hard, but we've just nailed it. We've just achieved at a high level exactly what we're trying to achieve. We really want our staff to be achieving at a high level. And there's a psychology shift that has to happen both from management and from staff. If we look at the elite level athlete, there is a misconception that they're all rich. They're not. Most of them are just living on a shoestring, got next to nothing. We as outsiders see one paycheck one day. Well, that was the one paycheck they got for the entire 12 years of working at that skill set. But really what's happening when somebody wins a medal, or they get a small check, or they get a bunch of flowers or a teddy bear, or whatever they get for winning, we're really celebrating that level of excellence. And that's what we need to start to think about with our staff, is going, all right, can we go into discussion with our staff and work out what have we got to do to liberate your talent, and then what can we do to either incentivize or celebrate that? Because usually when somebody performs very well, they're quite happy just to have done it. And if you allow someone to do that, they're going to be happy. But then we want to cement that in, and that's when we say, well, what's the thing that we could give you to celebrate this? And it often doesn't have to be big. We had one guy in the States that he said, listen, if I do well, could you just make sure that there's a tub of ice cream in the freezer for me? He has a particular flavour that he loved. And it cost us all of like $3. I'm like, of course. And he was wrapped. And he could just go to the fridge and the freezer and he had his ice cream. But that only came about because we went into discussion. We said, what would you like? Now, at workplace incentives, there's a whole collective of all sorts of things that you can deliver staff, and you don't have to think about it. You just like say, yes, we need this, and it can roll out. But what needs to happen first is you need to go into dialogue with your staff and ask them two fundamental questions. How can we help you perform better? What is it that needs to shift or happen, or how do we liberate you? And two, if you really liberate to a really high level, how would you like that to be celebrated? Now, some people are going to say money. Some people are going to say, I love some fresh flowers in the office. Some people are going to say, oh, listen, if we could just, I heard somebody else came into another company and be good if all our team could have this opportunity. Just ask them. Just two fundamentals. Ask them, how can we liberate you? And then how can we celebrate that with you? But then don't tell them that you are going to do those things unless you really can. So sometimes you just say, you know what? I've heard that. I need to go and sit with that. I'm not sure what I can do, but I want to start working on this. And don't feel like you've got to solve it in one meeting. It can happen over time. But they're the two questions. Two questions to develop staff productivity. How can we help liberate you? And how would you like to celebrate that if you hit those targets?